开始。
我们可以开始吗？好的。OK，I'll do this.
我有一个问题。
好的。
Have I just missed, or could I access this practice page somewhere?
I haven't sent it to you yet.
Okay.
But I'll just send it to you right now. Can you, if you ask me, can you give this to me?
可以给我这个一个。
Did you say 这个 and 一个 at the same time?
No, I changed. Because I always say 这个, but I know it's 这个.
Yeah, 这个 yeah. 你可以给我这个吗? Permalink. Where is it? Block manager. Very confusing. Switch to draft. Tablet. Preview new. No?
But you don't have to send me this now. That's fine. It
was just easy to do it right now.
For the next lesson, it would be nice if you send it ahead, because I like to just go through it before the lesson.
No, of course. I didn't want you to have too many things though. Here we go. Permalink. Where's the permalink? I don't know. Okay. Let's get that. It should be right here. That's very confusing. Okay. I'll get rid of this, and we will jump into the course book. Okay. How was it? It's a very long lesson, by the way. Did you feel that?
Well, since I didn't do like half of it, I didn't feel it.
Wait, you mean the course book or the lesson?
The course book. Because I couldn't find the audio file, and then some of the translation things, I just felt like this is not something I've learned. So instead of looking at myself, I thought it's better to wait.
Yeah.
Teaching properly.
I'm sorry about that. I will. I think. Sorry, I'm eating an apple. I think I managed to put from the next chapter into this chapter, because I looked at it and it's definitely not this chapter. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
对不起.
That's fine. That's a part of the things you're supposed to learn with this.
Yeah, thank you for pointing them out. Okay, so what I've done now, much better than before. Before I just took grammar points from like an official HSK website, but now instead I've defined my own grammar points. So this is exactly what you're learning. And eventually all of these will be one page, and then we'll just go, okay, he's struggling with this and this and this. Then we'll send you these three. And generally people struggle with these and these and these, and then we'll send you those. Let me start then by something like this. Let's go through Li as a subject. It's quite easy. We just need to point it out. So what does this Li mean, by the way?
Li is I'm not sure what it is only by itself. Li is it's like inside.
Yeah, it's good thing. Inside, this is inside. Can you see? Yeah. 可以看到吗? Can you see?
对。
This Li, 但是这个Li是 like knowledge 的意思。明白吗？
明白。
这个Li inside， 这个Li knowledge， OK？所以你可以说或者 manage， 所以我说不要理他。这个句子的 sentence， 这个句子什么意思？
就是不要理他。It's ignore him.
Exactly. Right? Ignore him. Perfect. Good. So it sounds exactly the same as inside, but this one is a verb. Later on, you'll have like 管理. Which is like to manage something, and then in every apartment there'll be a 管理处, which is a 管理, like a management area. I'll write those two down later. Like Guanli would be like to manage, just to give you some sort of context here. Manage, and then Guanli Chu would be like an area. This is true. So this would be like your management office. Every building will have one of these in China, where they're like, this is where you go to the janitor, basically, or to in the embassy as well. You'll always have a Guanli Chu who takes care of things. So that's the Li right there. Okay. Okay, and then, but we can also say something as subject and then Li at the end. Can you give me 2 examples, maybe? 你可以给我2个 example， 2个单词，2个词 ，2 words.
Example, 等一下。听起来 like 这个在哪里？
Okay, so we're back. 这个在哪里? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Oh, but you mean with the knowledge one? Sorry.
Yeah, I want you to make 2 subjects. You can make subjects. So you already know 2 subjects with Li. You can also call it subject.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I remember them.
Well, the 2 ones you know now. Di means what?
Di is earth.
Di is earth, and then so the knowledge of earth would be what?
Geography.
So you just have to link these 2 words together. It'll hopefully help you understand the Di better, and also how you can use the Li. And if you could talk about Xinli, this would be very interesting, I think. In English, it should be maybe heart, brain Li, but in Chinese, it's heart Li.
Psychology. Okay.
Psychology. Okay. So that's really all you need to know for now. Later on, there'll be more subjects. Li. Very good.
Li.
Then, I'm just going through the grammar points quite quickly here because some of them are easy. I'll just write them quickly here. We have like Di, for instance, as well. And you know we can use that as a location marker, basically. Anytime we talk about location, we'll have a Di. Can you give me 1 example? What D is used?
DD?
Oh, you mean cool?
Yeah, I was kidding. I was kidding. No, I actually don't know. What would you know?
Okay, gong to work, and then D would be what?
Yeah, I know that one. That's a construction site.
So you do know? Yeah, construction.
Yeah, but I don't understand location mark of it.
Location. Oh, okay. Maybe okay. Rephrase, Felix. Rephrase. Maybe we can call it location marker. This is my own word. Location marker. Like it's always used to indicate different locations or places like that.
Okay.
So
yeah.
Gong just means work, and then with D it means construction site. It's just very common. So you just need to know about it. Dizhi would be what?
Address.
Nice. On that note, what's your address?
我的地址是三里屯 SOHO
19 Nice.
It's 17. Sorry, it's
17.
17. Yeah.
17 Nice. Okay, 非常好。Okay, 17 Nice. 我的地址是三里屯。Okay, and then I'll ask you, 你的地址是什么 ？Correct? 你的地址是什么？ Good. And we can have, I'll just give you some more examples. We have 目的地. So 目的 means goal. In the beginning, it belongs to your eye. But if we added D to that, then that would mean a destination, right?
Yeah.
Nice. So just a lot of different and useful words together with this D, and we'll get somewhere. Actually, already in the next lesson, we'll get that one very useful. Literally, the place, the way to say a place.
You know, I remember that one, Mudidi.
You do?
Do you know the song Destination Unknown?
Yeah, destination unknown. Yeah.
I just sang Mudidi Unknown.
Mudidi unknown. It's a new hit, I guess. Mudidi
Yeah.
unknown. Sing it. Singing that out loud. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're making fun.
I think I sang D 3 times though, because it sounds better. But
Mudidi.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wait, so Mudidi, and then you added a random D again.
Yeah, just because it sounds better.
That's fine. I like that. Thank you. As long as you don't say D. Okay, and then this was quite easy. You got it as well. So yeah, by the way, yeah. What's the way to say place? You learned that in this lesson. What's the way to say place?
Place. Oh,
Very useful.
you know, they haven't grounded all these new characters and words yet. It's fen or fun.
Fung, yeah. I'm just checking here to see the context.
No, I learned it, but I'm not sure I remember it.
Here. Yeah, so fung, and then we learned a lot with fung as well. So it was fung, and it was defung is the word I'm looking for now.
Defang.
Yeah. And then, yeah. So wait, let's do this. Okay. So then we have fung, and so yeah. By the way, I should write it here. Defung. So let's make a useful sense with that, because you'll definitely be quizzed on this one. So this means place, literally just place. How would you say, like, what place is this? Yes.
Defang.
Defang. Very nice. Just like you say, what thing is this? How do you say, what thing is this?
这是什么东西?
Thank you. Now, you're doing this completely right now. It sounds a bit weird to put the shama and then the noun at the end, but that's exactly what you're doing, and it's perfect. Remember, again, to put the noun at the end after the shama. Just like the very simple example, what's your name? 你叫什么? And then 名字. Excellent stuff. Okay, moving on to fang versus bu. I will tell you right now that bu will be more common, or fang will be more common, sorry. Much, or more common simply. And what you said then, you can say defang, obviously. You can also say 中国, so China, northern, yeah, by the way, northern China, how would you say that?
It's Beifang de Chongguo.
Okay, I'll write 2 examples here. And you tell me which one is right. This is number 1. Number 1, and number 2 would be 中国的北方. Which one is correct? 哪个对? Which one correct? 哪个对?
Okay, let me think. The second one, because it's the north that belongs to China.
Nice. 中国的北方. Nice. And then later on, you can even skip the the. Think of it like China. Always think of it like, in English, it might be a bit confusing to say like, if you just say Felix, or if you just think of it like China's north. Okay. But if you start to think of it like the north part of China, then it gets confusing because it's like of and then China. So that for that reason, I think you're saying the and then 中国.
Yeah.
But always try to think of it like China's, So as soon as you're using the, it's just literally the S here.
Mm.
So the is basically, I'm going to write something very controversial now, but yeah, controversial. Basically, literally, S, like that.
Yeah.
S. Okay. Example. China's north. Okay. China's north. Okay, good.
Is it fang or feng? By the way,
Fang.
with the A.
Fang.
With A. Fang.
Yeah.
Fang.
When Jenna makes these into exercises, they'll look a lot neater with pinyin as well.
Mm.
Nice. So then we can do the different directions, the breddgrader.
Right.
所以我们可以说Southern China.
中国的南方。
南方非常好。
方
Good. And okay, we can also say Westerners. 怎么说 Westerners?
外国的西方。
西方. Very nice. You made it more advanced than you had to. I didn't even ask to say like in relation to what I just asked you to say 西方人, like Westerners. But what you said, you said so countries, outside countries of or other countries of the West. That's perfect.
So that's more like Western foreigners.
Well, this wait, 外国的. So this is let me think. So you're saying outside country people of Westerners who belong to outside countries. What you're saying, correct? Westerners who belong to outside countries.
Yeah,
So-
you tell me.
Westerner who belongs to outside countries. So other country. It sounds a bit weird. It is actually a bit weird. Other countries, Westerners, is what you're saying. 外国的西方. So literally just say, let's go for 西方人, I think would make more sense. But I'm glad that you tried your best here. Then we could say, now let's do, Eastern Chinese people. Or maybe I like Eastern Chinese people.
我喜欢中国的东方人。
Nice. 东方人. So noticing that you can just always add 人 at the end of a place. And this is now a place. 东方 is a place. Perfect. And so you'd be like Western or Chinese Northerners are what? Are very what do you think? They're very
They're very happy, I think.
very what?
Happy.
Happy. Thank you for choosing what you know. So?
Oh, okay. So Northern Chinese are happy. Chongguo, the Beifang Ran Shi
No
Kai
sure.
Xin.
很开心. No sure.
No Shi? Okay.
No sure with adjectives. Always is 很. You don't say 我是好. You say 我很好. Correct? 很好.
Yeah. Seems
So-
like you want the marker to show that they are happy.
I want to show that they are happy.
Mm.
Well, I don't
It just feels like Northern Chinese people happy.
Yeah.
But I guess that's how it works.
Think of it, every time you use an adjective, what's the verb that you put in front? It's always to be. Like whatever the adjective is, happy, tall, quiet, fast, slow, happy, all of these things, you will always say Felix is, or you are. I am, but it's always the verb to be. So in Chinese, it's so predictable every time you use an adjective, so you might as well skip it, they've thought. You can think of it like that as well.
Yeah, I'll try to get used to it.
Thank you. Okay, brilliant there. Now, finally, we also have advanced. I'm going to just do a new thing here, because now you're in the northeast of China, and that's it's such a big part of China, especially because Beijing is in it, but also because there are a lot of northeasterners. So how do you say that? Northeastern.
Northeastern, Beidong.
Beidong, thank you. That's what I would say too, if I didn't know better. First of all, it's weird because it's Dongbei. Maybe you've heard this before. Dongbei. You might recognize.
Yeah.
Dongbei.
I remember it was in the lesson too.
Was it? Yeah, nice. Oh, good. So Dongbei would be then. So what we need to acknowledge here is that we say west and east comes first, correct?
Yeah.
And east come first, then and then north or south. and sorry, there's an and if you put you put two directions, for instance, Dongbei, now it's two directions, then you don't need to say the fang, because then just too many words is enough. So you just say dong. You don't say Dongbei fang ren. You just skip this fang, and now you're good. Dongbei ren. Or you can say like, 你知道饺子吗？
饺子，不知道。
Dumplings，饺子。
饺子啊，不知道饺子。我喜欢饺子。
你喜欢？So I'll ask you， 你喜欢哪个地方的饺子？
地方。What was the fun again? It was
place.
Place. Okay. So which dumpling place?
I think again. No,
again. You like what? Well, where?
Where place or which places dumplings? Which places dumpling? So the dumpling of which place? I'm asking northerners or southerners. It could also be literally which store. I haven't specified. You don't know which one I'm asking for, but I'm asking for. I'm asking you to say the Dongbei, the Jiaozi and the Dongbei are much better because that's what they are.
Jiaozi the Dongbei.
No, Dongbei's Jiaozi, correct?
Dongbei Jiaozi.
So think of it like an S here. Dongbei de Jiaozi. Dongbei's. In English, it would be an S. Excellent. And this is just Jiaozi. Okay. So you will always order Dongbei Jiaozi, Dongbei de Jiaozi. So you can say like 我很喜欢吃东北饺子。
我很喜欢东北饺子。
Nice. Whenever you go to a store, 下次你去一个饺子 store， 你可以问有没有，你可以问 you can ask 有没有东北饺子。好的。
好的，high tea and what's high tea again? 下次。
饺子 this one.
No, first one in the sentence.
下次 next time.
Next time, no. Okay, next time you go into a dumpling store, you can ask, do you have dumplings from the northeast? East north.
你可以问 So you need to ask this then. 有没有东北饺子？
有没有东北饺子？
Very nice. Okay. Then, so this is probably the most important grammar point here. And so what we have then is 有一点, and comparing it to make that a little bit bigger. I want to compare 有一点 to 一点. Okay. So can you tell me a sentence where we can use 一点?
Man 一点.
Man 一点. Very good.
慢一点.
So we can say 说, let's put a verb there. 说慢一点. So speak, and then I'll just write a bit slower, maybe like that. So this is indicating a bit and then slower. Perfect. Now I want to say I'm a bit hungry. Can you see the difference between speak a bit slower and I'm a bit hungry?
Maybe.
So this, you're asking someone to do a little bit more of something.
Yeah.
Do more of something. You can think of more examples. If you want, give me more spicy. So, or maybe I want more spicy. 我要.
我要辣一点.
Nice. 我要辣一点. Oh, sorry, wrong 辣. 我要辣一点. Perfect. 我要辣一点. Maybe like walk quicker. Do you remember which walk it is?
So 快一点.
Well, nice. So this is quicker, or this is spicier. This is quicker, and might have been confusing that I wrote a bit and a bit. So the important part is that we can just think of 辣一点, just spicier, quicker, spicier. Okay, a bit more of that. But then if you're just saying I'm a bit hungry, now this would be 我有点饿.
Okay.
So maybe you would think
the DM comes before the verb then.
If you actually, one thing that might confuse you is that you might think that every time you use an adjective, you want to say or you want to say 是 maybe. But the real adjective or the real verb, if you want to use something as 有, you can just think of it like that. 我有饿. You can actually say that as well. This works. Okay? So 我有饿. You can actually just say this. So 我有开心. So instead of thinking like you can instead of thinking you are something, like this is, you have this feeling, you have hungry, you have happiness. Okay? Just like saying 我有意思. Instead of saying 有意思, which means interesting, right? Then you say 我有意思. And that would be I'm interesting. Okay? And now that we know this part, we know that we have the yo and the yo and the yo and the yo and the adjectives. So let's define that. We can say yo and then adjectives. This is actually correct, but rarely said. Okay? Then if we want to say I am a little bit, then we just say 我有一点. 我有一点. I have a little bit of this. And then you just say the adjective. 有点饿. 我有点开心. 我有点 I don't know. 渴. Thirsty.
But can you skip the E in idiom when you say it like that?
Always. Sorry, I could write it. Yeah, you can always skip the E or you can always have it. Same thing here.
Yeah, same there. Okay, so it could be so quiet.
Exactly. What do you like? So let's read these ones. 说慢一点.
说慢一点.
我要辣一点.
我要辣一点，
走快一点。
走快一点，
Nice. And then 我有点饿。
我有一点饿，
我有点开心。Here.
我有点开心。
Nice. Nice. And now, do you remember? We could just say, maybe this is going to advanced now. I'll just cover a quick thing here. Advanced. What about 我有点喜欢你? What do you think about this sentence? And also, 我有一点.
I like you a little bit.
Yeah, this is actually how we say it. So, do you remember how we always have to say the thing before? Like 我非常喜欢你. 非常. Or just 我很喜欢你. So we always add this is an adverb before the verb. Same thing with like you a little bit, or a bit, a little bit.
So it's always before the adjective.
Yes. So let's go. 我有点 I love you.
我有点爱你。
That's nice. 我有点爱你. Perfect. We'll get back to this point later, but now that I've said it to you, we'll make an exercise and we'll talk about it later.
It makes sense.
Nice. Good to hear. Sorry, these exercises are taking some time, but it's good that I don't mind if you don't. It's super important that we can go through these ones, and it also gives me time to make exercises for them briefly.
I don't mind.
Thank you. So this is level 3, chapter 1. Once we've gone through all of these, like the exercise will be so easy as well. Okay, we can skip this one actually. Too many, too few is quite interesting, because I always thought whenever we say when we play football and we are one person too few, we should say 太一个人少 maybe. If we play football and we're one person too few, we need to say 太一个人少 or something like that. Does that make sense? That's maybe how you'd like it as well, no? That's how.
I'm not sure why we say hi.
Because it's too few. Like we have one person too many or too few.
Okay.
But that's no. But like I'm just saying, this is wrong. By the way, I need to say that before I continue talking. This is wrong. Very wrong. This is wrong.
Very wrong.
This is what I thought. This is what stupid Li Fei thought. But then what you actually want to say is you just want to, this means that I didn't master the le. He hadn't mastered the le yet, quite yet. Okay? Instead, if you say 少了, 少 means few, yeah? But if you say 少了, then this now has come to the point of like missing. So we're now missing. Okay, maybe we didn't miss before, but we definitely do it now. 少了, and then at the end you just add the AI. At the end, add the AI. So how many? By how many? You could say. How many? Or like how many people, basically. So then it would be 少了 what?
一个人.
Exactly. 少了一个人. Perfect. And if you're too many, one person too many, 怎么说?
So 多了一个人.
多了一个人. Perfect. Does this make sense to you?
It does, yeah.
Thank you. I loved it when I saw it. I was like, yeah, no one taught me this, but then one day I heard it and I started thinking about it. I was like, well, that makes so much more sense than what I tried to make.
Yeah, so it's like too few, one person. Too many.
Well, this is too few, one person, and that's what was wrong. But it should be 少了 maybe you could think of like whenever le is there, it makes everything before it like a verb almost because it's happening. So shall, what could be the verb there? What could be to not have enough? Shall le.
Not enough one player or one
Exactly.
person.
Mm.
Too many. Too much. Yeah. No, I get that idea.
Wonderful. Then we have this part with zama and drama, but I won't cover it too much. There's some things that aren't just that important for now. Zama means how, but you can also use zama like 你怎么喜欢他? What would that mean?
Like, how do you like him? Or how can you like him?
Yes, how can you like him?
It's
Like a little can there.
Mm.
So this is like almost like
But
asking.
a question then, what would be the difference if I said need sama shama, you know, the sama shama. Maybe that's later. It was something you said like sama shama.
Okay, yeah, that's actually a part of this, yeah. So yeah,
How can you?
I'll cover that in like 30 seconds. Zama, thank you for being on it. But now let's go to drama or nama. What 这个什么意思？这么那么
Isn't it like just well?
Yes, it is well. Actually, it is well, but it also means so.
So
Like saying so, like imagine a girl coming baby. A girl coming up to a cute baby will say 这么, but you can't write 这么 in Chinese. 这么可爱. Cute, yeah?
So yeah.
So cute. Okay.
Yeah.
And now we can come to 怎么 drama.
So much.
So think of 怎么 as in like how can, so cute maybe. So a girl coming up to a baby with a bit more advanced Chinese can also say 怎么这么可爱?
And that would be like, how can you be so cute? Or how can it be?
怎么这么可爱? Yeah. 怎么这么? So basically the idea here is that we say 怎么 and then an adjective, correct?
Yeah.
That's it. Now go up and kiss babies.
Okay.
Thank you. And say hi from me.
I will. Of course.
So now we've covered as well that we've covered this part here, if you can see, asking why with 怎么. Start doing that, like asking, yeah, because you see how and why are quite similar as well. Nice.
Okay. So that would be like, why do you like him?
Yeah, so yeah, the idea here is that how can is very similar. Think of how can and think of how similar it is to why. Right? So that's why these two can sort of mean the same thing. Basically mean the same thing in this context. Nice. Now, if you have questions, let me know. Now, 没有问题，好的，你有问题可以问我。Let's go for, okay. So now we're using the G, super good, super useful word. By the way, this is the longest lesson you will ever do, I think, just so you know.
Okay.
Just so maybe that will make you feel good. So we have G. 这个 G 什么意思?
G is the measure word for. Oh no, it's not a measure. It's like how many.
Perfect.
For fewer objects.
Yes. Actually, I forgot to write that. 几 versus 多少. So from now on, you can just say, oh, yeah, it means 多少. But, so let's go 多少. But what you said there was important, was crucial. How many? By the way, it can mean much as well, correct? This is, let me just, do you understand the difference between how many and much?
Yeah, it's like how much is it, or how many people are there?
Exactly. So like we can count many, but we can't count much. And in English and in Swedish, it's a very big distinction, and very important, like completely different words. And sometimes you have to use the right one. You can't say how many money, but in Chinese you say that. So that's all good. Very thankful for Chinese. And yes, you said 几 is for, this is for, what would you say? You said lower numbers.
Yeah, lower than 10, I think you said in the lesson.
Exactly. But we can also go up to 12 because that's how many hours we have in a day.
Of course.
So sort of lower numbers. So on that note, you can ask like, how many friends do you have? And so it depends on if you ask Neo.
Did you, by the way, say we have 12 hours on a day?
Yeah, 12 hours times 2. Do you not agree?
No, I definitely agree.
Well, you sleep for the other 12 also.
That's
So yeah, I don't think we can count more. So if I ask you, 你有几个朋友?你有多少朋友? Which one would you prefer that I said? And why? And 为什么?
Well, I would prefer the later one because I have some
Yes.
朋友.
One, because he has 这么多朋友, correct? Because
这么多朋友, yeah.
因为 I'll just write the whole thing. 因为他有这么多朋友. Excellent. Correct him. 你很多, so in Chinese, you could just say 你有很多朋友. 我很开心. Look how easy it is. You have a lot of friends. I'm happy. Look how easy Chinese is. You don't say so. Yeah. Sometimes it's easy, yeah. Okay, but then, okay, so we have 几 like that, but then we can say 几. So 几个 we can say. We can also say 几点, or actually say 几口. It's a practice that we'll do later on. We can say 几 and then with the measure word here. We don't know too many measure words, but I want to go through one here with you. I'm not sure this is in the lesson. Was 口 in the lesson?
It's it was. It's a measure word for people with a mouth. That's like persons.
Yeah, measure 口 is very good. Thank you. Measure word for people with a mouth. Excellent.
I don't think you say it in the lesson, but I saw it on the dictionary, and I think it was funny.
Oh, nice. So I'll add this to the lesson. Oh, sorry. Add this in the lesson. Okay, that was it. Okay, so then you asked me, 你的, so in your family, or your family, how do you say what your family?
你的家,
Nice, and then?
你的家几口人?
Perfect. 你的家几口人? But you could also say how many is there? So 有. 你的家有几口人?
你的家有几口人?
We'll practice. 你的家有几口人? And we can practice. We'll practice this one later on. But first of all, you can just tell me. Tell me, yeah. 你的家有几口人, Tim? 维斯. Oh, nice. You said 我家, no?
No, I'm gonna say like this. 我的家有 I have a count.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's a complicated family situation.
Okay.
我的 yeah 几 口人，
七口人。
七口人。
我的家有七口人。That's a lot.
Oh, yeah, with me it's but it's stepsisters and things like this.
Okay, and then you just say, now you say the 有 there is 有我爸爸，还有 blah blah blah，还有 blah blah blah. But you can also skip the the 还有 you can just say 爸爸妈妈 sister 姐姐妹妹弟弟哥哥还有我 and then at the end you can just say 还有我 okay. Perfect. So we'll practice that one later on. Now that's plenty enough. And then you
say like that because in my family have.
我的家有 yeah 我的家有几口人 or 七口人 yeah you answered now. So look at how similar these sentences are.
Yeah, it's the same.
It's I think one thing that we need to notice every time is please note how Chinese questions and statements. So again, there's a question, there's a statement, showing it by adding a exclamation mark. Please note how Chinese questions and statements are almost identical. Okay, we just swap out one character usually. Okay, and remove and add or remove ma, or request or add or remove ma. Sometimes we do that. But sometimes we don't even, because in this case we just swap these two and then we're good. Excellent. In this case, ji became qi. That's it. Oh yeah, and plus, and also ni became you. That became war, sorry. But that makes sense, no? Okay. Wonderful. Again, we'll practice that later. So then, now on that same note, we can say 星期一, but when you ask for which weekday it is, you say 今天. How do you ask which weekday is it today?
今天一. Do you just say 今天一?
Oh, okay, no, we don't. Think of how. Okay, so this is the answer. This is a hint, and if you read this rule carefully, we just need to exchange the qi, the number, for the ji, and then we're good. So this rule that we just learned here, we can. Oh, sorry, the rule that we just learned here, we can apply it again.
Yeah, well, where is the question? Is 星期一 the?
Oh yeah. So how do you ask? What weekday is it?
今天 I'm not sure how I ask it. 今天什么?
No, it's much more simple than that, but you just have to open your mind. I'll remove the E because if you remove the E now, 星期一, now I don't know. So I need to ask. So then I ask to get with you.
今天星期吗?
No, 星期几.
星期几?
But you can say ma like this. If you want to say ma, but then you can be like, is it Monday today? Correct?
Yeah.
Is it Monday today? That's good that we write that as a mistake. Well, it's not a mistake, but it means something still. Is it Monday today? But what I want you to say is 今天星期几. That makes sense to your brain here.
Yeah. Today, weekday. Yeah. Which?
Nice. And similarly here, we can say 3月. Well, when is your birthday, by the way?
September. It's 9月.
9月, nice. 9月. And then what we can say after that is we can say By the way, I just want to check. Did you learn the word how, or is that in the next lesson? Did you learn this one? No.
I've learned it. Yeah.
You have learned it.
I have learned it for work because I have to write addresses sometimes.
Oh, okay. But we'll do that later on, actually. Actually, we could maybe save this one for later on. Let's do that. Sorry about this. I think this, because there are fewer things later on. I'll just quickly go to, let me just make sure that was, chapter 5. And then here are the course books. So it should be right. Page document. Yeah, that's it. So I'll just add it in here. You see there are fewer points here. Okay, so then here we go. So I'll resume that later on, but we can maybe do one more thing. 9月, if you now want to ask which month it is, how do you say that then? Yeah, I'll just mark the only thing that implies which day it is. Here was Monday, so it was E, and then we replace Monday with G. Here it's 9, so we should replace the 9 with what?
G.
Yeah, sorry, I pampered you a little bit. I spoiled you.
But do you say year or year? Because you say 今天星期几, and then you say 几月.
Yes.
But with the logic from the first sentence, it would be 月几.
I know, but I'm sorry. This is just, I know, it's the way.
This is the way.
Sorry, this is the way. Yeah, this is the way. We sometimes mix up the G order, sometimes before, sometimes after. Just shut up. Now I will take this and I'll put it in. So put this in chapter 5. Okay, perfect. Let me delete this. Okay, indicating a number in excess. This is quite easy as well. Are you there still?
Still here.
Oh, good. Your sound goes off, but I can hear you then. This is not overly important, but if you just want to say a bit more, then what would you say that? So I have...
Yeah.
No, it's 一个, and then you say 多, 一个多. Yeah, 一个多. Or I can hear myself echoing, but I can't hear you now. 一个多, or like 三个多.
Sorry, okay. If you want to say what? If you want to say...
No, the only thing is that you said 一多个. Don't break the 一个, because they want to stay together. Just add the 多 at the end.
Okay.
So don't break the chain. 一个, 两个, 三个, always like this. Then just add 多 after. That's it.
Okay, I might be wrong, but I just remember from the lesson there was some part where you interrupted the chain when you wanted to say. Maybe I'm mistaken.
一多年, 一年多, let me think. 1月份, if you say like 1 year, 一年, but then you say 1 more year, or a bit more than a year, 一年多. So that's the same thing. And in this case, 年 is its own measure word. So I'm not sure. I'll go.
I think the context I think I learned this in, and once again I can be mistaken. There was like more than 10 years.
Okay. So then I said 10多年, correct? 10多年, 10年多. Oh,
I don't remember. I can try to look.
I think I might have said this, and this is also all right, and I'm sorry about that. But what if we just ignore that I said that, and I'll change that. Change this in the lesson, Felix. Okay, because I just want you to remember 10年多. That's all I need you to know. Okay, just add it afterwards. So that's my fault. Sorry, 对不起.
It's everyone's fault in the world. Okay. More than 3. Yeah, more than
Yes. 3个多. Perfect. And we just went through also how to like structure things, but that makes a lot of sense. I think we start from big and we go to small. So if I just asked you, so it's this year, like today afternoon, this year. Can you just tell me which word comes first in English? Or let's go 5 o'clock.
Yeah, so
first in Chinese.
Sorry.
You can say this word sentence in English, but which word would come first if it was with a Chinese pattern?
Well, it would be year, day, 5 o'clock.
Year, day. Afternoon. Afternoon, sorry. Year, day.
Year, day, afternoon, time.
Thank you. Time. Or like, yeah, time. Perfect. We went through this fun a little bit. Not too much to talk about, really. But this one here, fun. It will be useful when we talk about time, especially though. We had like fun show. What was fun show 什么意思?
Break up, right?
Yes, to break your hands. And 分开 would mean what?
分开, separate.
Yes, or just split or separate. This is what you'd say at a restaurant. Say this in a restaurant. When you want to go Dutch. Yeah, 菜单 nice. When you want to go Dutch or AA. Yeah, so we want to split the bill. 分开. Yeah, well, it's 买单 actually.
Yeah, it's like menu, right?
Yes, no. But I think that's in the next lesson or next chapter.
Yeah.
The last one, probably my favorites as well here. They all are quite funny, but 分心什么意思?
分心, something with relationship, I think. Yeah, I don't remember.
So if we split something, we split our hearts. It doesn't have to do with breakup, but it has to do with your focus.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, not paying attention.
Yes, to be distracted, not to pay attention. Not paying attention. Perfect. So on that previous note then, how would you say, I am a little bit distracted? Good luck.
我是一点分心.
我是一点分心. Nice. It's never, remember, we never are things, we have them. Adjective, like we have things.
我有一点.
我有一点分心.
我有一点分心.
So we can even combine these two. We could be like, I'm a little bit distracted. Hurry up.
我有一点分心. 做快.
Just 快一点.
快.
You don't need a verb here. Just 快一点. Do it faster, whatever you're doing. 快一点. So now we're using 有一点, which is also important. And we're using the 快一点. And I think you can see the difference here. If we write them down, we might be able to see the difference. From now on, I've taught you that you can use yo if you want to. So I hope that you will never use sh again. Sh with adjectives is now words now from now on illegal.
I can promise you I will use it again. But I will try not to.
Thank you. But you may use yo because you can't say 是一点. You have to say 有一点. So that's another reason why you shouldn't use 是. What did we say? So let's translate these two sentences then. It's I am a bit distracted. Do it, well, I guess, do it faster. Like that. Okay. Wonderful.
Yeah, I think I get that one.
I think you do too. We talked about half. Sorry, again, I would just remind you that there will never be this many points in one lesson. I'd say half. 怎么说 half?
说半.
Ban. Nice. And do you remember we can say 1年半?